See if you can get anyone to donate chocolate syrup for the vanilla ice cream. Get someone to donate paper napkins. Stationery too. Boys write a lot of letters.
Is it any wonder? They're lonely. Most of them have never been away from home before.
How's the sweeping coming along, Hazel?
When it comes to sweeping floors, I know what I'm doing.
You're a wonderful volunteer, Hazel. You do the roads with me.
I'm the high energy type. Besides, everybody's got to do their share.
That's the spirit. The whole country feels this way.
Angie, any luck with the jukebox?
I keep searching. I keep hoping. So far, no luck.
That's a pity.
Here's another one.
Another what?
Crazy cartoon. A funny-looking character with a big nose looking over a wall. I find them everywhere.
Interesting. Oh, Miss Taylor? I think I hear the new hostess is coming in.
I'll see them at once.
I'll go show them in.
The boys love to dance on wax toys, but they scare me whenever they start to jitterbuggy.
I'm always afraid someone will fall and end up with a broken leg or arm. They don't get Purple Hearts for that sort of injury.
Oh, and I've used up the last bit of floor wax. Can we have Angie scare up some more?
What would I do without Angie? She's an absolute marvel when it comes to finding things no one else can.
The new volunteer hostess is Miss Taylor.
Ah, good.
Girls, this is the club's director, Ruth Taylor.
Hello,
Hi, Miss
girls.
Taylor.
Ordinarily, I speak to you each individually, but there is no time. You have no idea how busy we are. You are about to become part of the United Service Organization, the USF. Outside of this club are 12 million American boys suddenly in uniform, ready to fight or even die for what this country stands for. Freedom, liberty, pursuit of happiness. As long as our boys are on the march, service clubs like ours will be their home away from home. Give that youngster from me a smile. Listen to that boy from Georgia pour out his heart. Dance with that lonely fellow from Iowa. Our job isn't done until every serviceman has had a cup of coffee and a donut on the house.
I'll give each one of you an apron.
Most importantly, and never forget this, we are an organization of volunteers. We are here because we want to be. We need all the help we can get.
are gonna fall out.
Rat-a-tat-tat that rivet.
You said it.
Let your teeth fall out. It's all for a good cause.
And whatever we do to help the war effort is a small sacrifice.
Yeah, but it's my teeth that are being sacrificed, not yours.
Read all about it. Axis submarine sinks 6,000 tons of Allied shipping.
Did you girls hear that?
Yeah, we're awful news.
Let me have the paper, Hermione.
Let me have 3 cents.
I'm flat broke. Who's got 3 cents?
I've got 2.
I never carry pennies.
Looks like we'll have to owe you one, Hermione.
Don't you always?
We're good for it. You know we are. We'll pay you back next Wednesday.
Hey,
I should be so lucky. Here.
The war news is terrible. It never seems to get any better.
They sank that cargo ship, John Paul Jones. One torpedo after another.
the
John Paul Jones?
Straight to the bottom. Read all about it on page 2.
We worked on that ship.
No news is good news these days. We can be invaded any second.
Oh, no.
I'm going to work twice as hard today.
And I'm going to ask the foreman to give me some overtime.
How come those U-boats always find our ships?
They say spies are everywhere.
Everywhere covers a lot of territory.
I bet spies would love to know we're getting more ships ready to sail.
Shh.
What would you say, Nova?
Sorry. Sorry's not good enough if another ship goes to the bottom.
Loose lips sink ships.
I won't forget. Honest.
We'd better get a move on. There's a lot of work waiting at the shipyard.
We're the girls who can do it.
Gladys, the riveter.
Valerie, the riveter.
Nova the Riveter.
Rat-a-tat-tat that rivet.
Don't forget, you owe me a penny. Extra, extra, extradition of the Brooklyn Eagle. Read all about it. Axis submarine sinks 6,000 tons of Allied shipping. Axis U-boat force operating off the New England coast.
told me to tell you to stay.
Who?
I don't know, some government types. I saw their identification.
They want to speak to me.
That's what they said.
What about?
You'll have to ask them.
Miss Taylor?
Yes.
Miss Ruth Taylor?
Yes.
Miss Ruth Taylor, 306 Willow Lane, Brooklyn.
Father's name George, mother's name Mary.
What is this? Who are you?
I told you they were government types.
That'll be all, Mr. Wilcox. We appreciate your assistance.
Just doing my duty as an American citizen.
We'd like to talk to Miss Taylor in private.
Of course. I don't have to hang around here. I've got plenty to do. I don't want to see a sliver of light coming from any windows on my patrol. I'm authorized to issue citations, you know. Ah, that's better. A spot of light could direct enemy planes.
You're a credit to civilian defense.
Why, thank you. I don't do this for the praise. I'm just doing what any other red-blooded American citizen would do in times of trouble. I think of our boys at Bunker Hill, the Battle of Lexington, the Boston Tea Party.
Mr. Wilcox,
At your service.
get lost.
Get lost? Oh, yeah, right. I don't have to be hit over the head with a rifle butt. Mr. Wilcox of Civilian Defense can take a hint.
Isn't this a rather unusual time for an interview in the middle of an air raid alert?
This is only a cover for our meeting. It won't last long.
Do you guys have names? Like so bad. Elliot Abner Martin,
Admiral is my grandfather's name.
Office of Strategic Services. Horace Mendez Lopez.
Mendez is my grandmother's name.
What exactly is the Office of Strategic Services anyway? Something like the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI?
You might say that.
Actually, I'm with the FBI. I'm on detached duty.
Sit down, Miss Taylor, please. This is only a cover. We're going to have to hurry.
So confusing.
The ways of the OSS usually confuse civilians. Listen carefully. Too many ships leaving the Brooklyn Navy Yard never reach their destination. Despite all precautions, enemy submarines know their location. Orders are sealed until the ships are on their way. Not even the captains know where they are going. And the orders arrive via special code. Only a military cryptographer, a code breaker, can decipher. And he sails with the ship.
I cannot make head nor tails of what you're saying.
We know that 3 different photographers visited this USO club the night before they sailed. Each ship they sailed on was torpedoed, sank, and only one of the 3 survived, and he swears he never told anybody what he deciphered.
We believe he met someone here at this club. And somehow, that someone was able to get the information out of him.
What?
Uncle Sam needs your help, Ruth Taylor.
If what you say is true, what can I do?
Keep your eyes and ears open. Anyone and everyone is a suspect. We'll be sending along 3 female agents. Let them be hostesses. It's a good cover.
How will I know them?
They'll tell you they like to sing.
Also, only one person will be deciphering the code for the next convoy. I understand he hangs out here.
His name is Kilroy.
Joe Kilroy?
That's him.
He's a bit of a jerk, but an absolute genius when it comes to cryptography.
If you're afraid he's going to pass along information, why don't you restrict him to quarters?
Don't understand.
I'm trying to.
We want Kilroy to circulate. We want to see who tries to contact him.
For all you know, I can be an enemy agent.
You've got one brother stationed in the Aleutian Islands and another in the Air Force. Your blood is red, white, and blue.
You can count on me, gentlemen.
We knew we could.
Make sure you give Private Joe Kilroy your special attention. We don't want to lose him.
Trust me, there'll be no snafu. I'm working for the OSS now.
I thought you said you were working for the USO.
Are you trying to be funny?
Sorry.
800,000 tons of cargo sunk!
The paper said 6,000 tons.
That was just for yesterday.
If Britain doesn't get our cargo and troops, she doesn't have a chance.
This is a serious game we're playing.
A dangerous game. Our backs are up against the wall. It was nice talking to you, Miss Taylor. One other thing. I've written a telephone number on this piece of paper. You can reach me there day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Memorize the number and destroy the paper.
I understand.
That's all clear. Come on, Lopez. I don't want anyone to see us. Looks like this USO club is good for more than serving apple pie and donuts.
Wow. Ruth Taylor, USO Club Director and volunteer government agent. I know my duty, and I'll do it. Kilroy, where are you?
How romantic.
You mean that kid they call Kilroy?
Yeah, that's right. Joe Kilroy. Private Joe Kilroy.
You must be psychic or something, Gladys.
What makes you say that, Mother?
He's heading this way.
Private Kilroy?
No, the scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz.
How do I look?
Same as always.
Thanks for nothing.
Keep an eye on my newsstand, will you? I'm headed over to the malt shop for a pistachio milkshake. Like President Roosevelt says, to each his own.
Hi, Private Kilroy. Remember me? Gladys Brooks. We met when I asked you what you were doing drawing a picture in some wet cement.
Sure, I remember. Say, Gladys, you didn't tell anyone about what I did. I can get into trouble.
Perish the thought.
Oh my gosh, Valerie. 2 more.
Why don't you introduce us to your buddies, Private Kilroy?
My pleasure. You girls have names?
Valerie Foster.
Melvin Edmund.
Girls, meet the boys. Private Carl Ryder and Private Leo Bickford.
Hiya, girls.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Say, I've seen you guys on guard duty over at the Navy Yard.
Temporary until we get permanent assignment.
Overseas.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you guys. You must be so lonely.
Are you kidding? We got the USO.
Our home away from home.
Always something happening at the USO. I've been up these posters to announce a radio show we have every week.
May I see that, Private Kilroy?
My pleasure, Gladys.
What's this drawn on the back?
That's my special signature.
Why, this is the same thing that you drew in the wet cement.
Kilroy can't stop himself.
It's what the medics call compulsion.
Some guys bite their nails.
Kilroy doodles.
I figure wherever I go, I'll draw my Kilroy sketch in there and write Kilroy was here under it. Everyone will think, hey, who's this guy Kilroy?
I'm going to do the same thing.
Me too.
So no matter where our troops go, north, east, south, west, Kilroy will be there. Sort of a friend you can always count on.
We figure 1,000 guys will catch on quick and do the same thing. Soon, Kilroy will be everywhere.
You girls are the first to know.
Oh, Private Kilroy, it's thrilling.
Don't tell anyone. It will be our little secret.
Our lips are sealed.
boys. Kilroy is here. I say
It'll give the guys out there something to think about besides mud and bombs.
I'd like to see this radio show.
Me too. Hey, say guys, how about inviting us to the club?
We don't usually dress like this.
We'd like you, girls. We really would. But they don't allow civilians in the club.
Unless they're volunteers.
Come on, boys. Let's go get these posters from Miss Taylor.
See ya, girls.
See ya, fellas.
Kilroy was here, all right. But he left.
That's because all the action is over at the USO.
But we can't get in.
What's the matter with us? Of course we can. How? The USO needs volunteers? We'll volunteer.
You mean work all day in the shipyard and then work all night at the USO club?
It's one way to get a date.
That's different.
Well, what are we waiting for? Don't say no to the USO!
Hi, Miss Taylor.
Hi, Miss Kilroy.
Did you get a chance to see those posters I got?
I did, and thank you. They're good. How about a sandwich? A cup of coffee? There's a checkers tournament tonight in the game room.
I probably won't be here tonight.
What?
I met this nice girl. I think she likes me. I was going to take her to the park to go see an Abbott and Costello.
You can't do that.
Why not?
The place won't be the same without you. You're always here.
Doesn't mean I have to be.
Who is this girl?
Her name is Gladys.
Miss Taylor, look who's here. Professor Sullivan.
Wow, the hypnotist?
How nice to see you.
I happen to find myself in the neighborhood. Personal business. So I thought I'd drop in and say hello.
Professor, do you think you could entertain?
Oh, I have very little time.
5 minutes would be plenty. The boys enjoy your act so much.
Oh, flattery will get you anything. Besides, how can I refuse the USO?
Everyone's in the soda bar. We're expecting bananas or splits any minute.
Oh, a treat few can refuse.
Hey, boys and girls, Professor Sullivan's here.
Nonsense. We must all do both.
I'll take that.
Hey, Professor! You think you can hypnotize me?
Well, that depends. Some are susceptible to hypnotism, some aren't.
I bet you couldn't hypnotize me.
Wanna have a go?
I'll give it a go. You're on.
On the stage, then. I will need a third subject. I always work with 3. It's my lucky number. Come, come, young gentlemen. I need another volunteer.
How about you, Private Kilroy?
Me? Sure, why not?
Be seated, gentlemen. Could the lights be lowered a bit? It helps my concentration. Thank you. Now then, I shall require absolute quiet. Gentlemen, I ask you to concentrate. Think of nothing but my voice. Empty your head of all thoughts. Concentrate on my voice. My voice. My voice. You are getting sleep. 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 You can hardly keep your eyes open. Your eyelids are feeling heavy. 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 Sleep. 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 Are you asleep, gentlemen? I want to be sure. Let me hear you snore. You. I don't think you're a Marine. I think you're a puppy dog. Let me hear you bark. Louder, please. Thank you. And you. I don't believe you're a sailor. I believe you're a kitty. Let me hear you meow. Louder, please. I believe I was an error. I know what the 3 of you are. Not puppies, not kittens. You're chickens. Let Professor Milton Sullivan see you walk like chickens. Let me hear you cluck like chickens. Let him see you be chickens.
Got you, Professor. A dog? Now that's okay. But a chicken is out of the question.
Definitely.
We got our dignity to consider.
I'm afraid you boys are too strong-willed. It happens sometimes. Snap. You win some, you lose some. Sorry.
So you got yourself chicken.
It's Private Kilroy.
That is enough, chicken boy. I will count to 3 and clap my hands. You will awaken and remember nothing, understand?
Yes, Professor.
1, 2, 3.
Gosh, Professor, when are you going to hypnotize me?
I wish you well until we meet again, dear friends.
Did I do anything I should be ashamed of?
Good news, they delivered the bananas. Banana splits in the soda bar, everyone.
Well, we put on shows all the time.
Oh, well that's great. We like to entertain.
We like to sing.
Sing. Aha. I see. He's over in the soda bar getting banana splits right now.
What? Who?
Kilroy.
I'll keep my eye on him.
I certainly hope so. I mean, that's why you're here. I haven't noticed anyone paying him any special attention.
Leave it to me.
Perhaps you can entertain in our weekly radio show. I don't suppose you have anything in ready.
Are you kidding? We are always ready.
What?
Evening, Hermione.
You on duty again, Mr. Wilcox?
Every night. Just let me hear the air raid siren and I spring into action.
That's the spirit.
Fog's rolling, man.
Yeah, I think I'll close up early and take in the stage show at the Paramount. It's Glenn Miller and his orchestra. I love his mellow sound.
I'm a John Philip Sousa man myself. Give me the sound of a marching band.
Evening, ma'am.
Evening, soldier.
I thought MPs always worked in pairs.
My partner will be along any minute now.
If I see any saboteurs, I'll toot my whistle.
Wouldn't be easy to recognize a saboteur. They work in the dark.
Like rats. If only I could catch them.
I know how you feel.
Where are you headed?
Usual rounds?
Mind if I walk with you?
Suit yourself.
Never know. Might catch a saboteur in this fog.
Where is she?
Patience, Professor. She'll be here.
I'm always worried someone will catch us.
Leave the worrying to me.
Sorry I'm late. I didn't have a nickel for the subway.
Be sure to be seen talking together. Give me life.
Give me liberty.
We must find out when the ships sail for England.
The ships sail within 24 hours. The question is, where will they rendezvous? The submarines must have the exact position.
I have discovered there will only be one cryptographer to receive that information.
We have to figure out his name.
His name is Private Joe
Good work, Angie.
They're watching him every minute.
Professor, this will require your special talents. Angie, see that this Kilroy volunteers to be one of the professor's subjects. We have to see if he can be hypnotized like the others.
If he can't be hypnotized, we'll have to think of some other way to get the information.
Relax. Kilroy can be hypnotized. He's the one you turn into the chicken.
Ah, that one. The perfect stooge.
Don't waste time. Get him alone, find out what he's decoded.
How are we gonna do that?
Leave that to me. I'm in charge of this operation. Never forget it.
Careful.
Everybody here? Good. You know what you're to do?
Search for spies at the USO. Keep our eyes on the guy named Joe.
Spies! You better hold your rising eyes! Maybe only surprise! Realize that spies may be wearing a disguise. Take the love that wants the apple pies. It's a pack of lies. They terrorize. Shepherd dies a way of life. Spies. They're everywhere. They're plotting a crime as we speak. Crossing the target. Here's a tip. Loose lips in shirts.
Look behind you, watch your back. We must conceal our every track. Steal the secrets, don't get caught. We have to counter their counterplots. Because we're spies.
Spies. They must be cut right down to size. We mustn't ever let them organize. Let's get wise to spies. And beady little eyes. Make sure the citizens are well advised to recognize, demobilize, neutralize their way of life. Spies. Keep munchies, not so dumb. Got any gum, chum? Who said that? Spies.
Look behind you, watch your back.
In front of
We
us.
must conceal our every track.
For a big surprise.
Don't get lost, that's fun. We have to counter their counterplots. Look behind you, watch your back. We have to counter their counterplots. Because we're spies.
Don't trust anyone. They're all around. Who do you think?
Spies.
flap with subway.
How could this have happened?
This isn't the time for a conversation.
That's far enough, Professor. Not another step missile before it's...
Stand aside. I'm a USO entertainer.
Hands over your head.
I thought you would give us time.
Is this part of the radio broadcast? Most exciting.
Everyone calm down. It's going to business.
We're rounding up spies.
Spies!
It can't be an anti-bunker course.
You better believe it.
Next, Professor Snowflake.
Afraid so.
Hermione at the newsman and some others too. This was the base of operations.
Hermione?
Berlin trained them well.
Kilroy, it's so good to see you. I was so worried.
We owe Hermione a penny.
Send it to repair the nearest federal penitentiary.
What's going on? How did this happen?
That's how.
Ah, that's right. And you're all too late. She's already tapped out the code.
Just as I gave it to her, February 4th, 1 mile off the east coast of Sable Island.
Kitty the spy too? A tactics and spy?
My dad told me never to trust a tactics.
I've never danced better. Hitler will give me the medal.
The only dancing you'll be doing is behind bars.
Hands up!
Andy, how could you?
Aw, go buy some coconut donuts.
Dumgumps.
The professor would hypnotize cryptographers, guys here at the club, and he'd use them to get secret information. And he'd get the information to enemy U-boats using kitty evidence. Good work, Agent Kilroy.
Agent!
Kilroy works for the OSS.
Kilroy, Kitty Evans got the message out. What about those U-boats?
If any U-boats show up, they'll be blown out of the water.
Sorry, folks. It's going to be a short broadcast tonight. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details later. I hope.
They're on to us, Auntie. Run to the flap with subway.
How could this have happened?
This isn't the time for a conversation.
That's far enough, Professor. Not another step missile before it's...
Stand aside. I'm a USO entertainer.
Hands over your head.
I thought you would give us time.
Is this part of the radio broadcast? Most exciting.
Everyone calm down. It's going to business.
We're rounding up spies.
Spies!
It can't be an anti-bunker course.
You better believe it.
Next, Professor Snowflake.
Afraid so.
Hermione at the newsman and some others too. This was the base of operations.
Hermione?
Berlin trained them well.
Kilroy, it's so good to see you. I was so worried.
We owe Hermione a penny.
Send it to repair the nearest federal penitentiary.
What's going on? How did this happen?
That's how.
Ah, that's right. And you're all too late. She's already tapped out the code.
Just as I gave it to her, February 4th, 1 mile off the east coast of Sable Island.
Kitty the spy too? A tactics and spy?
My dad told me never to trust a tactics. I've never danced better. Hitler will give me the medal.
The only dancing you'll be doing is behind bars.
Hands up!
Andy, how could you?
Aw, go buy some coconut donuts.
Dumgumps.
The professor would hypnotize cryptographers, guys here at the club, and he'd use them to get secret information. And he'd get the information to enemy U-boats using kitty evidence. Good work, Agent Kilroy.
Agent!
Kilroy works for the OSS.
Kilroy, Kitty Evans got the message out. What about those U-boats?
If any U-boats show up, they'll be blown out of the water.
Sorry, folks. It's going to be a short broadcast tonight. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details later. I hope.